Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bubsbee, and today I wanted to incorporate a new series on my channel. It's going to be a back to the basics on everything makeup, because I do get a lot of questions about foundation, how to apply it, how to pick the right colors for your skin tone, what to look for in eyeshadow palettes, things along that line. So I'm going to try to get these out as frequent as possible. To anyone who is new and just beginning in makeup, this will help you a lot. This first video is going to be a do's and don'ts, and this is on a spotlight eye, also known as a halo eye or a sandwich eye. So I'm going to show you guys the techniques that I use that works great for hooded eyes. This is perfect for anyone who does have heavy hoods. So we're going to start off with eyebrows. I will have a separate eyebrow tutorial for you all of how I fill in my brows, but on the don't side, you don't want to curve your brows to go downward. This is going to round your eyes out and close your eyes. And if you do have hooded eyes, your eyes are already closed in, you want to elongate them and open them, and doing this technique will do the opposite. Now on the side that you do want to do, you want to have a straighter brow like I am doing here. This is going to open up the eye. It's going to make your eyes look big and elongate them. As you can see, this brow has more of an angle to it on the tail compared to the other side. The other side is more curved down. For the side that you do want to do, your eyes are more open now compared to the other side. Your eyes are closed, and there's a lot of emphasis on my hooded area on the don't side. And my hood is more exposed, especially that brow bone is more exposed, and you do not want that. Okay, now for primer. If you've watched my tutorials, I always prime my eyelids. That is very important. So on the don't side, I am not going to prime my eyelids, and you will see the difference that it makes when you don't do it compared to when you do add a primer. So for the other side, you want to add a primer. The first primer I'm using is for creasing. This is going to ensure that my eyeshadows do not crease. Then I go in with the concealer to neutral out all the pigmentation on my eyelid. And this is going to ensure that the eyeshadows that I place on top will be pigmented and you will see them to their full capacity. This is also going to make your eyeshadows last very long. After that, I do set it with a skin tone eyeshadow. This is going to allow those creamy products I applied underneath to set in place, and they do not budge. Also, the eyeshadows I will apply on top will blend smoothly. For a spotlight eye, the whole purpose is to put emphasis on the center of the eyelid. Normally you want to apply the darkest eyeshadow on the inner and outer corners and the lightest eyeshadow in the middle. On the don't side, I'm doing it the opposite way. I'm applying a darker shade on the lid and a lighter color on the inner and outer corners. That is wrong and incorrect. Also, you do not want to keep your eyeshadows low. You want to blow them out and not keep them right on your lids, because if you do have hooded eyes, it's hard for eyeshadows to pick up on your eyelids, so you want to blow out your eyeshadows. Also, you don't want to apply your inner corner smaller. You want to blow that out so your eyes can look bigger and fuller. And as you can see, my eyes look smaller. It looks very tight. Now for the do side, I am going to apply a transition shade first. On the opposite side, I did not do that, but you do want to apply a transitional shade. This shade is going to be 1 to 2 shades darker than your skin tone, and you want to elongate the eye by doing that sweeping motion. This is going to give your eye a cat eye effect, and it's going to open up those eyes and ensure that they're not closed in. Then as you can see, I'm gradually getting deeper and deeper with the eyeshadows, and the darker the eyeshadows, the lower the placement. I'm going to apply those darker shades on the inner and outer corner. Make sure you pack on your color and make sure you are sweeping it out and blowing everything out. And make sure you are packing on the eyeshadow And as you can see already, the eyeshadows look brighter and much bolder than the other side. And the technique I am doing, this is going to make your hooded eyes appear wider and not so closed in. That's why I'm blowing out my eyeshadows. Now I'm just adding a darker shade. This is going to intensify that spotlight eye. So whatever color I apply in the middle, it's going to look brighter and bolder. So you want to do a brighter color in the center, and you want to make sure it's above your hood. So wherever you see those folds, you want to place your eyeshadow higher than that. This is going to open up the eyes. And then make sure you blend it in with those other shades by adding more color and blending out those edges. And I always reinforce more color by going in with my previous blending shades as well as any previous blending eyeshadows. This always makes the look more seamless and you won't see any streaks or lines. And as you can see, I did apply that same shimmery shade on the lower lash line in the middle, and then I did apply it in my inner corners. And where I placed the shimmery shade, I did add more to it, and I didn't make it concentrated just in that socket. So as you can see, compared to the other eye, my eye looks more open, it looks more elongated, everything looks clean and blended. So the other side looks very harsh and not flattering. So I'm going to show you how to apply your brow bone highlight. On the don't side, I applied it with a fluffy brush, and on the do side, I applied it with a more precise brush. And for the don't side, it just looks very messy and my eyes look closed in. And for the do side, I just applied a little bit and blended it out, and it's in a concentrated area. On the don't side, I applied a black eyeliner in my waterline, and then I applied a nude skin tone on the do side. The black eyeliner is closing the eye, and that nude pencil is opening up the eye. And I'm going to show you about liner choices. On the don't, I'm going to do a wing liner, and on the do side, I'm just going to apply a thin line on my lash line. For the don't side, as you can see, if you look straight ahead, you don't see the wing at all because the wing is actually where your hood is, so it's very closed off. I'm going to do a separate tutorial on how to do wing liner properly, but I don't really recommend it if you have hooded eyes. I would recommend just to do a thin line on your lash line. Okay, now we're going to jump into lashes. You do not want to have lashes that are the same length from end to end. This is going to close the eye. You want to get lashes that are elongated, that have a gradient effect, that are shorter and gradually get longer. And also, you want to apply your lashes straight on. You don't want to angle them downward, because if you angle them downward, your eye is going to look droopy. We want to open up the eyes and not close them. And as you can see, on the don't side, my eye looks very closed and tight. It's not elongated, and it's just sitting low and heavy. And as you can see, my eyes look very closed in. On the do side, you do see I'm applying my lashes straight on. I am not applying them in the waterline. This is going to elongate the eye, make them look very wide and not closed in. And if you do that, make sure you do apply some black eyeliner in that little gap area just so it's not flush showing. You want to fill that in so your false lashes can look like your real lashes. And I am going to apply some mascara on my lower lash line for both eyes off camera. But as you can see, I'm completely done. And on the don't side, my eye looks very closed and it doesn't look wide, and I have hooded eyes and I want my eyes to look bigger and bolder, and I want those eyeshadows to stand out. I want to show the work that I've done. So these are some tips and tricks I like to do that have worked on me. I'm not saying that on the don't side you cannot do certain things Like those eyelashes, I wear those eyelashes myself. So I'm not saying do not do it, don't ever do it. That's the great thing about makeup, is that you can do what you want. You can experiment. You can switch up the style. You can create new things and new techniques. That's why I love makeup. So don't think just because I said don't do it that it's not going to work and it's not acceptable. But these are some tips and some tricks that I've learned along the way of doing my makeup over time. Let me know if these tips work for you. Let me know if you like this new series on my channel. And if you do, give this video a thumbs up. And comment down below any suggestions you want me to do on this series, such as foundations, maybe concealers, maybe contouring and highlighting, anything like that. Leave it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you enjoy videos from me. Thanks so much for all the overwhelming loving comments. You guys are very awesome. You guys are amazing. I really do appreciate all the support. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.